What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Reality Kingdom with the real and reality or whatever.
Ah,
I'm your host, Farrah. We're joined by one of those, Lee. Lee, how'd you like the episode?
girl, this was a good one. This was a
Girl,
good one.
Miss
Girl,
Alyssa Lopez.
Miss Alyssa
Ah!
Lopez. Alyssa Lopez says we're playing Big Brother. This is Big Brother, bitch.
Period.
I love it. I love seeing these challenge vets get their motherfucking comeuppance. I remember the same feeling watching the Challenge World Championships. You remember when Danny and Sarah gagged them up when they was working with Team Australia? It's the same sense and that same anger that you see from the bananas, the Tories. I love
it's
it.
It's a little fit. It's a little.
Bitch, they're scared. I mean, Bananas admitted himself this episode. I feel like this is my rookie season again. They're shook, scared, panicking. That's what I'm saying. Say what you want about the CBS girlies, bitch. But this is the shakeup that I needed. These vets are not just guaranteed a final, and they know that, and they're scared about it. It's so interesting. Like, to see how these people crumble when they're playing with actual game players is so fun to see. It is so fun to see. That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, like, now I don't even mind. Bring the challenge vets because they don't have competition.
Yeah, they're going to be shook, panicking all season.
Barring a Dusty or a Sebastian, you know.
What's wrong with them weirdos?
I don't know, Chad.
Dusty was Dusty.
Boot licking.
That was crazy.
My Hero?
Dusty.
My Hero Academia?
You don't even watch that. Dusty,
don't come for me.
That was insane, Mr. Dusty. I don't know who you are, but what the fuck? Boom. We start off the episode. Tori had just got beasting out Johnny. So she come back.
God, slinging my sister around.
Sling her left and right.
Like a rag doll.
Hold on. She come back. She want to press Amanda.
I just feel like this was so dumb. Like, you're redirecting your energy at the wrong person. Amanda had no power in that vote. Now, did she care to stop it? No. But she also had no power in it. Like,
she also is not your friend, and she doesn't fuck with you. You tried to fuck with her and force your relationship on her. She didn't give a fuck, and now you're mad that she didn't go with it. She didn't give a fuck.
And she told you to your face, I don't care. Like, you literally came up to her, start fake, deprecating herself. She was literally deprecating herself to try and become friends with her. Like, oh, I lost and you won. And Amanda was like, yeah, bitch, I won. You're a flop and you're wet and I'm dry. And so it's like, we're friends. Bitch, we're not friends. We're not cool. Why are you confused? My thing is, and we're going to get into that later in the episode, it's literal, like, it's basically also, not only is it vets versus rookies, it's also vets who basically has been played by the OG vets all this time.
Yeah.
Versus vets. Because Tori, you expect Amanda to like you, but every time Amanda plays, like, y'all haven't worked with each other.
Y'all be pressing her.
So why would she want to work with you? This is an open playing field. Just because they're rookies doesn't mean they can't be worked with or played with.
Yeah. I mean, y'all acting like they don't fucking exist. Weirdos.
Those things honestly doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I feel like it's only like a strong versus because, of course, some of you guys' history is long, but honestly, Amanda's history isn't that long, and her rap sheet isn't that intense.
She doesn't know y'all for real,
and she also does not know them. So it's like she can do what she wants. Don't get confused.
Period. We get to the motherfucking room alliance. I love a good room alliance in the challenge.
Yes, the secret garden.
The secret garden.
Okay. Eating up the vacation alliance. Oh, what was that other girl alliance in the Challenge All-Stars 3? The treehouse. Girl, the treehouse. Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all ain't got shit on the garden. Y'all ain't got shit on the garden. I hate to say it.
Sorry, Jose.
So the garden, Desi says the core of the garden was the girls who were rooming together. So her, Tiffany, Chanel, and Michaela. And then they was like, basically, Tiffany friends with everybody else. So she brought in.
Yeah. Alyssa L and Alyssa S.
And then also Michelle is in it. So, and it's just so, I love them because they are literally running this shit. Like, and they also are doing it in their different quadrants. Like last episode, Michaela and Desi had to get it done. This episode, Alyssa L said, yeah, bitch, I'm here. Yeah. Like, period.
I have a question, Lee. Why, no shade to my girl, why is Chanel diary rooms like that?
What do you mean?
Did you notice? Girl, you didn't notice? They literally talk about it on Twitter too. Chanel in the diary room, she's like, we have a new alliance.
Honestly, I didn't know this.
Girl, everybody was gagging her on Twitter. I don't know what's going on in her diaries, but I noticed it in the episode because I was thinking about Twitter and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing? You gotta watch next time." Because I'm like, "Oh my god, no shade."
She has been having a lot, but no, I haven't really noticed.
Girl, you gotta pay attention next time. Boom. Corey, West, and Bananas have a quick little combo, and really this combo is. Girl.
This is when they was telling them like we're scared. Like Bananas was like
they're afraid, bitch.
Like this is It's gonna get nasty. It was basically like we all have to stick together. And this is when Corey, my man, says, you know, his number one guy is Fessy. And he does want to work with Bananas and Corey, but at the end of the Bananas and West. But at the end of the day, he's played a lot of games with them and they've never had his back. And we've seen that because, like I said, I was watching around the time when Corey first made his debut with Dario. What was that little short white dude who Ashley took the money from? Hunter. You know, when the young bucks came in, they had the girl shook. That was the original shaking of Bananas and them. They were like, hold on now. So, and they never really gave them that respect. I mean, I feel like that's why people like Fessy, like they always are like on the fringe of the OG Vets Alliance, but they always get cut if need be. They never really take them seriously. So I understand why the mindset is like, oh, we're vets, we're supposed to stick together. But I remember me and Farrell was saying when we first saw the cast, this is Fessy's, Corey's, this is their chance to finally win one of these things. Like Fessy, you were on CBS. Corey, this is a whole new playing field for you. Y'all can make new relationships with people and get far. I'm pretty sure not every single rookie there is just down to get. Honestly, I wouldn't be down to get out of Amanda or Corey at all, really. I wouldn't. For what? I would feel like Bananas, West, and Tori needs to go. Them the bitches with wins. Why I don't care. Corey has never won. That's not a threat to me. Amanda has never even made it to a final. I think she may have won into a final. But it's not a threat. That's not as threatening. The winners have to go. So I do think that he has a little bit more playing room than them. Like he doesn't have to just sink his ship with them for what?
Period. And he proves that he might be Lee's dad.
Period. He's been that. Regardless of what
he might be mine. Boom. We got a Paulie LGBTQ icon.
Girl, Paulie is an LGBTQ icon.
Well, I knew. Were you shocked?
I didn't know. I was actually gagged. Because I just didn't think about it. It wasn't something like I didn't think about his sexuality in that way. But I thought it was a beautiful conversation. He opens up to Tori about it, which the girls hate because, you know, Tori versus Cara child. And then honestly, after he told her, she was like, yeah, I mean, I'm happy that I can just work with Paulie. It's always going back to work with. Bitch, fucking work with. This man just fucking outed himself to you.
Honestly, I wouldn't have gave a fuck either. I ain't gonna be mad at him.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't have gave a shit. But no, I love that for him.
I really liked it though, because he was basically saying like he went to therapy and he was just unpacking a lot of the anger and the situations that he's been in. We have a flashback, get the iconic "Don't talk about my daughter" fight with Avon, a few of his other challenge blow-ups, and he recognized where he was wrong. And then, I mean, a lot of men was probably clocked here. You know, he felt like he had to be so angry and be this alpha to suppress certain feelings and things that he was feeling about himself. And I think a lot of men do this. I think a lot of men do this.
Maybe some men everywhere.
Some men everywhere. I've met a few men like that. And it's like, you know, anger will never suppress it, babe. You have to, and I'm happy that Paulie went to therapy. I'm happy that he worked himself out because he could be himself. And I love that about him. Because he feels just a little bit more, he feels more free.
It seems like he's more comfortable in his skin.
Cozy. Cozy. He looks very cozy.
Honestly, like not even joking, he literally just seems way more chill, way more cozy. Like he doesn't.
And it was kind of, someone was saying, Jimmy, you remember Jimmy from the challenge? She's like, she likes to call this like the Jordan arc or Jordan redemption arc. Okay. But it's like, honestly, Jordan was a whole show.
Jordan never redeemed.
We watched him on 2 or 3, and he proved that he's still an asshole. Now, Paulie, I don't know. The energy is just there. I love it. Yeah,
definitely a different energy. Definitely a different vibe. Maybe Cara Maria was good for him. I remember looking, I was like, ew, they look ugly. But maybe she's good for him. And I love Cara Maria. It's just the couple I wasn't for it. But hey, we're here. Love LGBTQ icon, period. Boom, we get to the motherfucking challenge. Girl, this challenge would have had me. Maybe I could never play the challenge. No, think about it. Because
you gotta learn how to swim, girl.
They were out there for 40 minutes, though.
Yeah.
Do you know the times was 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Bitch, I can't even stand up for 40 minutes. Let alone swim. Like, Like, oh, boom. So they gotta okay, how do I explain this? I hate their challenges because it's like they have random shit.
So there's a boat in the ocean.
There's a boat in the ocean.
Each team will have to swim to that boat and capsize it, which means flip it over. On the bottom of the boat, there are flags that you have to memorize. There's 3 separate ones that you have to memorize.
A picture of
each
a flag.
Team member. Yeah, it's like a picture, a column filled with flags. Each team member. Yeah. Each team member will have to swim to a buoy, retrieve a flag, and bring it back, and put the flags in order on the other side of the boat. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean that's the best I can do, baby.
Yeah, they have
the team to do it in the fastest and have the most correct wins.
Yeah, boom.
Here we go. And put the teams up.
I'm gonna put the teams up. So y'all, these are the motherfucking teams. If you're a visual learner, boom. Red team goes first. Do they? Yes, they do. Red team, flop team. No, I'm playing. Red team goes first.
No, but red is doing bad.
And honestly, like they did okay this time. Maybe not okay, but okay.
They got them all right.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, and I thought this was gonna come. I thought this was gonna come later, but Tiffany can't swim. I was like, oh no, she got to go to an individual buoy. It's gonna be bad. But my sister hit that doggy paddle. She was in that water moving. My sister was moving. That's period. Period.
I'm just scared of the ocean. I don't think I could do it. Like, I'm scared of a good lake.
Now you're feeding it the stereotypes. You know they say black men can't.
I feel like they need. If I were to ever do it, I would literally request have a lifeguard specifically watching me. I don't need them watching everybody else. Watch me.
Oh, you're gonna be Enzo in the final with Desi. I can't.
I'm not gonna quit like a punk.
I can't, yo.
I'm not gonna quit like a punk. It's never giving can't. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Si se puede.
Ooh,
it's never giving can't.
Is that really yes we can in Spanish? Si se puede.
Hopefully, because if not, I just sound stupid and weird.
Oh Lord.
I really hope that's what it is. Si is yes. Se puede. It sounds right.
Let me Google it.
Please, because I need to redact it.
It can be done. Yes, you can. Period.
Okay, boom. You know me. You know, más o menos. Un poquito.
Más o menos.
Boom, red team starts. And dusty ass girl, I just hate, this is what I call them. Everyone knows what a pick-me is. If you don't know, it's, you know, Alyssa Snyder might have been that on Big Brother. I don't know. Just give y'all an example. And then a pick man is what Dusty is. Dusty wanna be up under a man so bad.
He's a stan.
I hate a man.
Bananas.
Underneath a man.
So he can't. All I'm saying is I can't drag too hard because that would be me with Corey.
I hate a straight man who wants to be underneath the man so bad. Don't you like that?
Hero.
I don't know.
If you met your hero, would you not want to be above them so bad?
Why the fuck is Johnny Bananas your fucking hero? Your hero needs to be
his challenge hero.
His challenge hero? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have a challenge hero. It's the fucking challenge. This ain't shit. This is a bunch of bums, a bunch of regular people. How the fuck do you have a challenge? Shut the Dusty ass said, I just want to be just like Johnny Bananas. Like he's a fucking toddler. Who says that shit? You're fucking old.
Oh my god.
God, that shit pissed me off. No, you're a punk. Like for real, I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but it's like that's punk ass behavior. Please stand up. You're a man. Allegedly. Michelle, Paulie, and Bananas
he are in charge. Have a hero?
What?
He can't have a hero?
Dusty. If your hero, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, sorry, because I know some of y'all are fans. If your hero is a challenged person, stand
reevaluate it.
Like you're embarrassing. I will also come for you.
I feel like production made him say it.
He said it 5 times. Michelle, Bananas, and Paulie are in charge of memorizing, and then everybody else is in charge of flipping the boat back and forth when they get to the boat. So they all swim out to the boat, everybody flipping the back, and the 3 of them are memorizing. I feel like that was a dumbass idea. Like, why is it just 3 of y'all memorizing random ones? It didn't seem like they didn't have organization, and we find out later that they barely did because the bitches was forgetting. But They were gonna memorize it, so they kept flipping back and forth, trying to get booze, blah 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 blah. At the end, they were almost done, but Michelle forgot her literal entire pattern, so they had to reflip the boat.
Well, I think she was like, let's check it again. I think she was like, it's wrong. Yes. I think we have to make sure. And they were right, and she was like, oops.
Yeah. Literally, thought she forgot. They flipped it over, and then she didn't actually forget. So they wasted all that time. Boom, they got done. It was just giving like a bunch, like it was hard because they went first. So you're like, oh, maybe they didn't do that bad. But when you see how the other teams do, it's like y'all was just flopping around the whole time, wasn't y'all? Like,
at least they got them all right though.
That's true, because they double checked, wasting time. It was a time. I think it was about who was the fastest and who got them all right. They needed to move a little faster. The blue team went next. Bad bitches. I'm sorry. Because they
ate this up. They had the order. They had a strategy. So they basically had all of the women. They broke the keys, the flag keys, into 3 quadrants, and they broke it up. They assigned it to each woman on the team. Mm-hmm. So basically, they only had a certain number of flags to remember per person. So they were moving, like a unit. They really ate that up. Mm-hmm. And then we had Diary of Sebastian. He wants to win to protect Tori. He wants Tori to be the last vet standing. Okay, girl.
Between Sebastian, Dusty, and Josh.
Oh my God, we got to get into that because what?
Girl, what? I was like, what? It's funny because when you texted me, I think you texted me about it, or somebody mentioned it. I was like, what could they be talking about? And I'm watching the episode, having a good ass time. Randomly, I hear this screeching voice. What's the TikTok? But no, I literally randomly, it's diary room, and I'm like, huh? Where did this come from?
They should have just shut the hell up. But anyways,
shut the fuck down and get down here and play.
Period. Get your ass down here and play.
Green team went. Y'all, the only thing. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention. The only thing I got written down for Green Team is I forgot Tyler was a lifeguard. So maybe he said that and I forgot. But literally Tyler was a whole lifeguard. So he was like, this up my alley. And you see him zooming through the water. I'm like, okay, daddy.
It gives you just want to talk about Tyler. Okay. So I can't throw some.
You just want to talk about Corey all the time.
But you can talk about Tyler all the time.
I don't.
You do.
In the comments.
Anyways. And then apparently, because in the beginning, you remember Wes was like, oh, he's a loyal soldier for the Green Team. And Michaela was like, that's not what I heard. And apparently, Amanda, she dropped some tea saying that Wes, like, bitches her out after this or something.
Michaela, right.
Rest. Like, that's not cute. That's not cute.
One thing about a challenge, man, is they always pressed about
They just so sensitive. They get so sensitive out there.
Please. But let's get to the results.
Mm-hmm.
Green team flopped because they only had 19 flags. Sorry, hoes. Blue
red
team
and blue got 20. I was gagged.
Yeah, both got 20. When they said red team got 20, I was like, oh, TJ, no way. But yes, they had 20. But them times, it was off because blue team had, I think, 31 minutes, and then red team was like 45 or something like that. So I was like, oh, baby, y'all lost. Sorry. So blue team ends up winning again. This is their second one because they won the first round. And they won this round. So blue team is low-key eating it up. No members have left.
Red team is flopping down.
Why do you have to say that? We know.
It's bad.
Back at the villa, Alyssa Lopez put her Big Brother cap on.
Yeah, she said, bitch, I'm playing Big Brother.
She puts the challenge cap on, do their challenge. And then when she gets back to the villa, she puts the Big Brother cap on.
I love how bitches go back straight to work. And this is really what is setting, I feel like, the challenge bitch back, because I feel like they kind of just assume things are going to go their way without doing any type of work at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in power.
Work for it.
I'm going to go to work. Period.
So Alyssa Lopez said, look, last time I didn't get what I want. Ew. This time I will be getting what I want. So she went to Corey, fine. And I love this. She was like, Corey's at the bottom of the vets. And he knows.
He's at the bottom of the vets.
So she basically approaches Corey. She said, look, let's make a deal, boo. I love that.
And Corey's basically like, I don't want to go down with the vets. Like, first of all, he says he wants to win the money to buy him a house for him and Taylor. Period. And his family. Period. I will send you the money, Corey. How much?
For Taylor and his family.
So?
Not Lee.
You know what? Your hair.
Up.
That's what you
Close
are.
your legs to married men.
Anyway. But Alyssa, she was like, look, baby, if you gotta say the girl, your hands was tied, all the girls wanted it. Right. I don't care. I'll take the heat, bitch. You could tell me. I got it. It's fine. Just know we're voting, and you need to be on the right side of it, baby.
Period. And act accordingly.
It definitely also gives to. I feel like maybe they just didn't show it because remember the first time the blue voted, none other blue piped up. It gave this time. Not only did she lock in Corey, but it felt like Alyssa, Chris
Underwood,
even Cassidy and them knew the assignment. Because Cassidy, who loves Tori, still voted some vets in. So yeah, it was giving. It was giving.
It was. So this was a great nomination ceremony.
Alyssa, we need Alyssa Lopez every single fucking season.
Now this is a challenge vet.
The face of the Challenge USA, bitch. Get my sister her win.
Get my sister her win. Make it Alyssa.
Period. So definitely keep bringing her back because I feel like she'll bring Angela back. We need that back. Get your sister Angela back on the goddamn show.
Get your sister back on here.
She should have been on this season. That would have been nasty.
And Alyssa S. I don't know. Alyssa says that people want everybody wants a guy in elimination. So of course we put in a guy in elimination because there's already been 2 girls. So Tori ass.
This is what pisses me off because Tori literally does just like to make shit about her. We're talking about
We're talking
about putting a guy in for this elimination, and Tori starts to complain about last week's elimination when it was a girl's elimination. No one is even bringing that up, bitch. This is your girl. You're not even on the chopping block. So she goes, knowing that some people here, like she just wanted to let people know that she just
wanted to let people know that she felt pressed.
Tori says that knowing some people they here voted for John Nay to go in. Mind you, they voted for John Nay to go in. It feels like a direct shot at her because I knew that was the plan. She was literally nominated by Green, but she's mad at people on her team because they voted John Nay. And then Alyssa L had to call her real quick. Well, baby, maybe you don't think about it as direct. How about you think about it more strategically? I know you guys don't know about that over at the Challenge MTV, but strategically, maybe it's not all about you. So my vote is for bananas.
Literally.
Oh my God, I love Alyssa so much. I love her so much. And that girl was iconic. She's iconic. I'm sorry.
So she voted bananas, and then this kind of how we know Alyssa kind of ate everybody else up because Chris Underwood was like,
yep.
I just want to vote with the majority, and
I don't want to get on the wrong side. Alyssa's running his vote right now.
Give me bananas. Period. Corey tries to be cute. He's trying to play the middle a little bit because he's like, other people did bring up, they brought up other stuff, other names, and I don't know. And he was like, well, Tori, wouldn't you want to take a shot at Amanda? Like maybe.
No.
So Tori was like, I wouldn't want to do that actually. And it's like, why not? She doesn't like you. But anyway, Tori was like, no, I think there's a bigger fish to fry. So they get to the votes. Tori votes Monty and Desi. Mm-hmm. Sebastian votes Monty and Tiffany because he's a fucking follower, and he just couldn't do Desi because Desi survived. Cassidy votes Bananas Amanda. Alyssa votes Bananas Amanda. Alyssa A votes Bananas Amanda. Corey votes Bananas Amanda at the end. When Corey votes Bananas Amanda, because it was a pause, it was like Corey's her turn. He was like, I guess Bananas and Amanda going in. He tried to say it like that, and Tori asked.
Pressed. But honestly, I feel like it's the same scenario. It honestly didn't matter. It just, that's the thing. If we're thinking strategically about building social connections, thinking strategically, he votes with them. He's showing them that I'm malleable. I'm someone who could be pulled in. Not only am I a strong asset for the team, I'm also could be a loyal ally. These are Big Brother Survivor players. Okay, this is the level that they're thinking at. This is how you have to play. You don't just go in and do some fuck shit because your friends are there. You know what I mean? And that's the type of time Tori's on. I'm gonna stand by my friends. Okay. And go home with them too.
Hopefully. Before they get back to the villa, Alyssa goes up to the ball pit where she has to choose the
leader ball. That she is.
the mother she is. She says, okay, so that's Bananas and Amanda. Good? Cool.
She ran this elimination and wrapped it up in a bow. And here go Chris. Sorry you couldn't get your way, Tori. Why do they? No, I love it because like not only are they eating them up strategically, they're also gagging them.
And left her, just random gags. Michaela randomly gagging West. Alyssa gagging them. Why are they randomly gagging these
They
people?
really, I didn't think it was gonna be big beef like that.
No, for real.
Big ass beef.
It's just like comment every scene seems like dead ass. Boom. Girl, this is embarrassing for the person involved. The next couple updates.
It's hilarious on both ends though. So Tori, of course, is pressed because she's like this. Her voice means nothing, and it's just annoying. And it's like, well, girl, now you see how it feels. How many rookies have y'all played in their faces, made their voice mean like it's nothing? Act like they don't matter to the overall game.
And then gaslit
now when you're on other bitches' turf.
And then gaslit about them. Y'all know how to play the game.
You guys don't know how to play the game. But now when you're on other bitches' turf, it's a problem. I don't like that. I hate that, and I hate their like. I don't even care if you like Tori and them, but to also try to gaslight people as if this is not just honestly their karma. Like they deserve it. They've been doing this to people for years. I watched them do this to people for years. They can take a little bit of it.
So Tori snitches on Corey to Bananas immediately.
We're just gonna get picked off and
damn. I can't hear you. He done dropped the phone.
Like, she was like, we're just gonna get picked off, and she was like, oh, Corey, he just didn't even care. He just didn't. It wasn't even hard for him. I'm like, bitch, oh girl, he wasn't going. I'm so sorry. She's that bitch. Girl, she wasn't even going in.
At all. Banana says in our room, he's like, oh, it's one thing to be voted in by people who don't know me, but people who know me
has your back.
People who know me was supposed to have. Bitch, do Corey really know you?
Does Corey do not know you? And he does not have your back. Why should he have your back? Because you both.
You've never had his. Name a time. Y'all know those school prompts. Name a time that you've had Corey's back.
Literally. And his next sentence is that Corey is the type of person that doesn't have anyone's back but his own. Yeah.
It is a game
for money.
Only one person.
One male.
Especially this season.
Just stupid. And I will say, I do like Bananas a little bit because
he's trying to gag. I'm sorry. I just love the sassiness he brings.
Corey walks in. Y'all are a bunch of bitches.
A bunch of bitches. And Corey was like, whoa.
And Corey was like, I'm not going to be on a sinking ship. You don't know my game. And Banana's like, well, I don't think you know the game you're playing. That's why you never won. I said,
he cut the gag, yeah.
You asked for the cut. Now, look, he gagged my man up a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. I'll give him his skin. You ate that. You eat a lot. But you ate that one little thing. And then this is where we get the Josh.
What? I have written down. Josh having a diary room.
Josh, CBS Big Brother winner, had a diary room saying, Fessy and Corey have no common sense. You're making moves for Big Brother, Survivor, and Amazing Race, and at some point, they're going to point those guns at you. Y'all, I mean, we weren't in the game, so I don't know. However, I genuinely don't feel like they were going in there grouping Josh and Fessy with the MTV vets. Or Paulie. Like, if you're getting grouped with them, it's probably because you're in that house always around them, which is what's kind of hinted at. But it's like, just because they're your friends, we were saying preseason, like, you have a chance to win. And being on CBS with all of these rookies that you've also started from the same channel as them, that's something you have in common. You can be with the Big Brother Alliance. You can be with the Survivor and them. So it's like, if anything, just play the middle. But to say that they're stupid is just dumb. How are they stupid for trying to go with new people when the same old people has caused them to lose multiple times?
Literally.
Josh, this just shows that Josh won't be winning this season. Because every time Josh runs up behind him, he loses, and he's just going to lose again.
That's true.
He's not going to win.
Run up behind them every season and lose. Why the fuck would they do it again? And basically, they get into it. Anyways, so Bananas, talking about you letting these people come in on our show. You let
these kids come in and run the show. And then that's the thing, like Corey makes a good point. He was like, why would we run with the vets? You just said number one. So why would I work with you? Gag him. Him. There's no reason to. You haven't shown me your work.
I've never won that. I've never won by working with you.
We've played seasons where there's rookies before, and I've worked with you, and you still don't help me get to the end. So why would I do it now? Just because it's the CBS rookies.
Like, girl, no. Alyssa.
That's gay. All y'all signed the CBS contract, so girl, get with the motherfucking program. This is the main show now.
Period.
Because Quaz is kept 40 will be out, so get with the times, Grandpa.
Alyssa's diary. She said, "Oh, I just love when people think they know everything, and it just backfires on them. I do. You know, the best thing everything is black and white, but baby, the lines are blurred. Like, fucking river.
Wait, because Bananas is hilarious. Mind you, Fessy laying down, minding his
business. Pull up on that man.
He says, "You a bitch too."
we did gotta go. I'm not gonna lie.
Why is Fessy so nigga coded?
I liked Fessy. What? No, he is. I like Fessy's response. I really did. Because Fessy really don't give a fuck. Fessy really don't give a fuck. If you want to find someone who's gonna give a fuck, I don't think.
He said he tired of Banana shit. He said you getting mad because we're winning dailies and making moves. That's how the challenge works. You played 22 seasons, nigga. Yep. Like if niggas slip out a fancy mouth, I probably wouldn't even know this. I ain't going.
You wouldn't even know. It wouldn't even make you mad. You would forget. You are dumber than you look. You are dumber than you look. So after this, Bananas has a big long rant in the kitchen. Oh, you know, there's a 0% chance that I can get to the end of the game if I just keep getting thrown in.
Good.
And it's like, oh, who is it?
Great.
That's how Jay thought. That's what Fessy them thought. That's what Corey them thought. Back when Tony them was getting thrown in, that's what they thought.
Dario.
Dario, everybody.
And Fessy called him out. Like, he's throwing a hissy fit because he was at the top, and now he's at the bottom, and he sees it. Point blank in the motherfucking period. And Chris was like, Bananas is trying to be obvious manipulation right now, and they just see through it. Like, no one takes them seriously at all.
They're all a joke. And I think they will all be a joke. Like, look at these dummies running around panicking.
Because like literally, like you're like, but they did the same thing on World Championship. Remember when they forced the tie, and here go Jordan and Bananas. TJ doesn't like that. You guys don't know what you're doing.
I want to play the game.
You don't know. You don't know how to play the game just for them to later in the season split the vote because they don't want their friends to go home. Like, you listen to their logic, you'll be going home every single fucking time. Play your own game,
please. Nobody's ever been public enemy number one like this. What are you talking about? The fuck up,
girl. Here go Dusty. I don't want to lose Bananas because he's my hero. I can learn a lot from Bananas. He's gonna do whatever to make sure his hero is here.
This is what I was hoping. By this point in the episode, I was like, something's off. No way, Dusty, a grown man, is saying this with a straight face. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get asked back every season. If he gets up under Bananas as close as possible.
Is this the way to do it?
I'm hoping for him to have success because otherwise you
want to keep seeing him.
I don't want to keep seeing him. I'm hoping if that was his goal for him to actually succeed because he looks embarrassing. He threw away his dignity. He crawled into this man's gooch hole and sat up in it with a remote control. Like, I don't know. He literally sat in this man's ass all episode. I really, really hope he didn't do this for no reason because I know he's just going to keep doing it all season. He's in this man. He smells shit 24/7 the way he's in this man's ass. I just want to work hard to keep my hero in the game.
Oh my god! Why was it He was dead ass too.
Girl, the next day, Luis, my man.
I love this conversation.
It's like they chilling. I love when POC Black people have strategic talk because low-key they just be chilling. Like low-key they just be chilling. But Luis was like, Luis, Desi, and Michaela are all talking, and they're on the green team, so they kind of talk about green team teams, and they're like, who we gonna put in? Who we gonna put in? It was like, Paulie might be able to beat him, but we kind of know that Josh is on the side with Bananas, so they're trying to decide should we put in Paulie,
and it's like Josh
because he's on their side. It's like, why is Josh on their side?
But I mean, the thing is though, like Alyssa. Realizing that she had no power, she went to Corey because she knew she needed him because she saw that he was someone clearly at the bottom. Yeah. Josh, like you had the opportunity, like Tiffany, like some of these CBS people. You want a CBS show. If there's a Big Brother alliance, you could literally be in it. So why are you being grouped with the challenge vets?
On purpose, he wants to be grouped with the challenge vets. He's in the diary room. arguing with like.
I hope he makes the final. I hope him and Dusty, since they want a dick ride so bad, makes the final. If Dusty and Josh are not in this motherfucking final, after all this dick riding, it's gonna be a problem.
Green agreed. They just gonna vote somebody on red, Paulie or Josh. Who gives a fuck? Red team talks. And they're discussing. Or Josh and Bananas are discussing who they're trying to vote. Why is Amanda here? That was hilarious. They're discussing who they're trying to vote, and basically every single vote, it seems like they're just agreeing to vote a specific gender on another team because they're like, oh, any man on green team. But really, they're like, Bananas is like, I'd prefer Monty because he's like one of the stronger ones. Yeah. But Loki said, I'm scared. Like that's a big man.
Like that's a monstrous man. So he was like, he kind of want to go up against Tyler because he's like he can match their skill set. Okay, not beast Tyler.
He could sling Tyler.
Not beast Tyler.
Maybe not. You might not be able to sling him the way you thought, baby.
So we're gonna see about that. But I will say it does give CBS low-key love Amanda because they keep showing Amanda.
They do keep showing Amanda.
I'm eating Amanda up over here.
I love Amanda.
Bring her back.
Again and again and again and again. And not
her new home. That's the thing. Let's bring back some of the girls. Like,
somebody. Boom. Bananas has random talk to cameras. The diary room.
That's what he said. He's like, it's his rookie season all over again.
And I just feel like a rookie now, and everyone's doing a lot to me, and it sucks. Like, oh, I just want to go home, and
I actually have to try.
Cry, bitch. Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, I did. Boom, at the arena, Bananas and Amanda come out because, they was voting. And then he reveals...
No, this was hilarious because remember TJ, he was like, and again, two veterans got nominated. Interesting. I know TJ pressed because this is France. This is France. I know he pressed.
He's like, I don't want to move. Okay, Josh has 2 votes. Tyler gets 3. I was like, ooh.
Dude, the girls...
Tyler can go the fuck in. Chanel get 1. Who voted Chanel?
Chanel.
You don't even know?
Chanel got Larita.
Girl. Paulie gets 3. Monty gets 5. I was like, damn.
Yeah, they're going for him. Real nasty.
Mm-hmm. But Paulie name get taken out. So it's Bananas versus Paulie. And, girl, I didn't like this challenge. But they just had to hold their hand up on an ice block. And then there were sandbags that they had that they could throw at a target. And if you hit the target, it'll cause the other person's ice block to start melting because it'll light a flame underneath. Right? So they kept just throwing back the sandbags back and forth to make sure the other person's ice block is melting over and over again. Right? So essentially, we get to the point where they're literally hitting every target. And they're like, well, it really just depends on who throws the last bag, because the person who throws the last bag, the other person is going to melt. So Bananas doesn't throw the last bag. He throws the last one before the last. Paulie has the last one. He has the one before that. He hits it, lights Paulie's shit up. And then Paulie has the last chance to throw his bag, and he fucking misses for the one time, the whole challenge. And so his shit is lit up. His ice block is melting. So they're just standing there with their hand up. Paulie's ice block is melting. Bananas isn't.
It sucks that whether like something a little bit more physical or something. Like, damn.
Something.
Alyssa was like, Bananas are old. Right. And then Dusty's like, I don't want to lose Bananas because he's the brains of our operation.
Paulie goes home. Great.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then Bananas is faced with a decision. Mm-hmm. Will he defect to another team? I think he's definitely going to switch teams. I feel like I'm definitely going to blue.
Yeah, he's switching Corey or Fessy, so that they can go on.
He probably will fit sweat Fessy since he pressed.
Yeah.
Oh well, he can do Corey and Fessy. He can do Corey or Fessy.
He might do Corey, honestly, because I feel like I'd be afraid to switch with Fessy because what if Fessy just like carried him to a win randomly?
Yeah, because Fessy's really strong.
Yeah, so I probably would switch with Corey and go to blue. And then I can start winning.
And then that's the thing though. Should you? I don't know. That wouldn't matter.
Because the more I win, the more safe I am, and blue is winning the most. So I would want to be on blue. But maybe I would switch with Sebastian since he's the weakest one on blue. So that way, blue will be super, super strong, and then we're always winning. Mm-hmm. So if I switch with Corey,
that wouldn't be good. You should keep Sebastian because Sebastian.
He gonna vote with us. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta switch with Corey.
Well. Core. Hopefully my man stays safe if he gets switched because Red is flopping down.
That's probably what's gonna happen though. He's literally probably just gonna switch with Corey.
When he switches and Red wins.
Ooh, that would be a gag.
And he gets nominated again.
I would actually like that. I would like that.
Let's make that happen. Tiffany, do your job, girl.
Period, queen.
You're next. Desi and Michaela ate it up.
Michaela did it.
Alyssa ate it up. Tiffany, we're waiting on you, mother.
Your turn. Boom. That was the episode, y'all. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time, and we out.